So up traders, it's traders here. Let's see what the market has in store for us this week. It's the 2nd of December. We have NFP Friday. And apart from that, we don't really have much news going on for dollar, euro, or pound, which are the major pairs that I trade. We have got manufacturing PMI and service PMI today and tomorrow. Today and Wednesday for euro and for dollar. So yeah, let's just dive straight into the charts. Euro dollar, we came into a major sell side liquidity on the daily time frame or monthly time frame last month. We also tapped into a fair value gap just below that sell side liquidity. Again, a major location for price to find support. However, the way prices approach this level after taking out these highs and just tanking down with some bearish candles last 2 months suggests to me that we might continue to go lower and fill up this gap. So my prediction going into the month is that we'll come lower and fill up this gap. Will we do that this month or next month? I'm not sure. We'll have to take it by week, see how it plays out. It's the last month of the year as well. That's always something to consider. We can see the monthly chart right now, and at the moment it just looks like this. We took out, okay, that's interesting, right? Previous year's low. I think that's something to highlight. Previous year's low was taken out, and price found a pretty good support at that level. The support can be seen on the lower time frames, right? We can see this last week we closed with this bullish engulfing candle, and now this week I do anticipate price to pull back into at least this fair value gap or further up, and that will depend on how market plays out every day of this week. Ideally, I would like to see price come up, take out these highs, tap into this fair value gap. We've got 2 fair value gaps there, right? We got one there, one up here. We've displaced after taking out these highs and taking out this high. Price has just displaced lower, leaving multiple fair value gaps. We had an order block essentially. We took out the order block's high, cleared the fair value gap above that, and then dropped again with more fair value gaps. So to me at the moment, honestly, if we just take out previous week's high, we might not do that either. But if we do tap into those bearish fair value gaps, then it's a good location to go lower. We also closed below this. I mean, yeah, we grabbed liquidity below this low, tapped into that fair value gap. So ideally, we were going to find some kind of a support at that major location. But I am bearish. We could potentially, like I said, I would like to see price come up, take out these highs and go lower. However, because we printed a bullish engulfing candle last week, I will be looking for longs either today or tomorrow. If tomorrow, I would wait for today's low to be taken out and then look for longs. I might not look for longs all the way up to this level. However, I will look for price to go long because we had an engulfing candle last week after taking out some major lows, and to me that is a rule in my plan that I will look for trades on Tuesday to go long when a situation like this happens. And if by Tuesday, Wednesday price hasn't moved up and we've just continued to displace lower, then obviously I won't be looking to go long. So let's see where we're at the moment on the lower time frames. So yeah, daily time frame, we ended Friday with this bullish engulfing candle after this inside bar candle. At the moment on Monday we've come down, right? This is the inverse fair value gap that price previously closed above. If we tap into that, I think would be a good location for price to push higher up. And at the moment, if I'm aiming for this as my drawn liquidity, right, which is what I'm looking at, drawn liquidity. Right now, price opened up at this high, dropped. It's essentially manipulation, and it would be a good location to go long if price taps into these fair value gaps, and then you could go long. But this Monday, I'm not trading Monday, so we'll wait and see. What's better here right now is on the 4 hour time frame is a good entry we had this level right there that was taken out, which grabbed liquidity below that level. Price is currently printing. Well, I'll have to wait to see the close of this candle. Yeah, we took out liquidity below this low. We tapped into the first fair value gap on the 240 time frame, and that to me is a good area for price to find support if it is going to continue higher, especially because it opened up with a very small gap, not much gap at all right there. Let's see the 1 hour time, and the 1 hour time frame is perfect. This is exactly what the kind of setup I want to see at a major location. Came out, took out this low on the 1 hour time frame above this fair value gap, which is also the 240 fair value gaps high. We came in, we put in this pattern right here. We accumulated right with these indecision candles, pushed up with this bullish engulfing candle, which is where it would have trapped a lot of buyers right below this low, and then took out the highs again, trapping all the buyers, and now we've trapped all the sellers and took out the lows. And this is a really good pattern for me, I would say, to go long. We've got a channel right there, and I predict price to continue higher up, at least to these Asian session high or these highs. I like to see candles like this, candles that take out the highs and lows. If I'm expecting some kind of a reaction to go long, and the opposite for when I'm going short, I want to see price take out a candles high and low, which normally indicates to me we might see a potential reversal. It depends on the context. If we're in a trend and I see this, then it might be a continuation. But because I'm expecting price to go up to this drawn liquidity and seeing this candle at a key level, I anticipate or predict that we might start finding some kind of a support around here, and price might come down, take out this low one more time and push up, or just consolidate and push up, or consolidate, come down one more time and push up. So always have to be prepared for all the scenarios. And so let's see how this plays out. Plus we also formed a channel, which is what I trade. We had a 3 test channel. We've got RSI diverging, so it's honestly a really good trade, and I will be watching how this hourly candle closes, and then I will look to trade after that. Pound dollar, this is how the yearly candle looks at the moment. Just an indecision candle, not a lot going on. Monthly candle, we closed bearish last week. We've had 2 bearish months in a row after taking out these highs and tapping into the 50% off this order block right there. Did come into this order block here right last month, and we held. Okay, that's interesting. But given we've had 2 bearish months after price took out these highs, and honestly monthly time frame doesn't really tell me that much on pound dollar, unlike euro dollar. Daily time frame, we're bearish. We've had a series of bearish weeks in a row. However, last week was a bullish engulfing week with a after taking out this sell side liquidity right here, and to me I will look for some long trades either today or tomorrow. So yeah, we took out these lows, right, came into these ranges around here, and then just found quite a strong bullish support, left bullish fair value gaps right there, and closed above this high. Ideally I want to see a small pullback and price push up somewhere into this weekly time frame fair value gap, bearish fair value gap, and find resistance. So it's NFP week. We'll see how that plays out until before NFP. I don't really have much other ideas on pound dollar except for a slight pullback. I don't think we'll come down to this daily time frame fair value gap. I think we've got some other liquidity level on the 4 hour time frame for price to come into. Right, okay. We've got these equal lows. we've got this low, which is right above that daily time for fair value gap. So maybe we will come up to the daily time for fair value, down to the daily time for fair value gap, and find support, and then I can look for longs. But I need more confirmation. It's NFP week. I don't really want to be trading just in any location. We almost had a channel last week, which is a shame. We didn't take out this high. That would have been a really good trade to go short. But it does look like we are forming a pattern here. We might actually see something like this if we take out this high and this high after during the day, then it provides an opportunity to go short for me anyway. We've been holding this bearish fair value gap for a while above the sell side liquidity at this weekly time fair value gap. We did come into it once, pulled back, and if it's going to come back again, I expect price to come to the 50% at least. It shouldn't, to me, if price has already tapped into a fair value gap, moved away from it, and then it's coming back towards it, it comes back with some kind of a purpose to clear at least the 50% off that level. So maybe we'll see price, a channel form today and or tomorrow, and then we take out these highs, come into 50% above these highs on the 240 and the 1 hour time frame, and that would be a really good pattern for me to go short. So I'll wait for that, or I'll wait for price to come down either to these equal lows or to this low, and then go long. So yeah, we've got ideas on either sides, and we'll just see how market plays out until then. Cool. Let's see. Let's get ready for the week.